Right now at 5, a developing story in Dania Beach. Multiple agencies involved in a massive investigation.
Vaccine concerns among young people, how the shot could impact your heart.
A local gym faces backlash for supporting Black Lives Matter and Pride Month. Tonight, the big assist from the Miami Heat.
Plus, battling the weight epidemic, why a new obesity drug is being called a game changer. Thank you for joining us. I'm Carly Barnett, in for Lauren Pastrana.
And I'm Elliot Rodriguez. CBS 4 News at 5 starts right now.
This is CBS 4 News.
Federal agents raid a local telecommunications company. Our cameras were rolling as they were spotted with boxes of evidence. The U.S. Inspector General is leading the investigation. It's a case they say they've been working for 2 years.
And it's far from over. CBS 4's Ted Scouten is live at the scene in Dania Beach with the latest. Ted.
Carly and Elliot, federal agents have been here throughout the day.
Miami Beach police say they detained a man wanted for questioning in connection to a shooting. Earlier this morning, police asked the public to help them locate this man, Ranier Javier Rosario Guerrero. Police say he was located in the North Beach area. They want to talk to him about a shooting just after midnight on the scene near 63rd Street. When police arrived, they found a man who had been shot in the face. The victim was taken to the hospital where he was treated and eventually released. Now, police arrested the man they say is behind an attack at a hotel in Aventura. 27-year-old Ali Kadura is facing several charges, including sexual battery and kidnapping. According to the arrest report, it happened Monday at the Residence Inn Hotel on West Country Club Drive. Police say the suspect ambushed an employee who was cleaning a room, and when she was able to get away, he attacked another employee. Police say he ran out of the hotel and was found in a nearby parking garage. He told officers he was homeless and went to the hotel to take a shower.
Turning now to the Biden presidency, President Biden is on the first overseas trip of his administration.
The agenda includes a meeting with G7 allies, as well as Britain's Queen Elizabeth and Russian President Vladimir Putin. CBS 4's Skylar Henry reports on what's at stake in the president's 8-day visit. As President Biden embarks on his first foreign trip since he took office, the White House says he will continue discussions on infrastructure. But the president's focus has now turned to a bipartisan effort led by several senators and the House Problem Solvers Caucus.
We're not going to sacrifice the bigness and boldness in this bill.
The Senate's top Democrat says the new bipartisan effort could deliver a proposal that's closer to what the White House wants, but he's also exploring ways to pass a bill without Republicans. You can look for much more on the Biden presidency tonight on CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. That's at 6:30 after CBS 4 News at 6.
And still ahead on CBS 4 News at 5, free marijuana to get vaccinated. Tonight, the all-out push to get shots into arms as a dangerous COVID strain creeps into the U.S.
Now to the coronavirus pandemic. New details about a possible link between a heart ailment among young people and the COVID-19 vaccine. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention posted a statement on their website. It says within 30 days of receiving the second dose of either Pfizer or Moderna, there was a higher than expected number of cases of heart muscle inflammation in 16 to 24-year-olds. The CDC says it's monitoring the reports, but say right now the condition is rare, and most patients get better quickly with medicine and rest. Looks like the Biden administration will not meet its goal of at least partially vaccinating 70% of Americans by July 4th. U.S. health officials say they will keep pushing, in large part because of a dangerous variant that's got a foothold in many other countries. CBS 4's Danya Backus explains.
The push to get shots in arms.
Ben Tracy, CBS News, Washington.
Okay, this is important to know. Dr. Bugg said that it's just the males making all the noise. They are trying to attract female cicadas, which have notoriously high standards, apparently.
And the lady cicadas need to keep their standards high. No, none of them here in South Florida, though. It might be because it's too hot
But
here.
yeah, that's right. But did you guys notice that the reporter, Ben Tracy, did not bite that taco?
I do not blame Ben at all.
You guys forgot to read the disclaimer that said during the dinner hour, some of the video you may see may not be appropriate.
Hey, it tastes like chicken.
That's what lobster is what I've heard. Let's show you what's going on first off on the radar. And the reason I'm showing you...
Welcome back. It's your money. The majority of us see the line item right in our own paychecks, but the wealthiest Americans are legally paying little to no income tax.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like this. That's according to a report in ProPublica, which obtained IRS data on the ultra-rich like Amazon founder and former South Florida resident Jeff Bezos. CBS 4's Lise Preston shows us how the other half dodges the tax man.
All new at 5:30, an update to a story you saw exclusively here on CBS 4. A local gym owner is getting some high-profile support after he says some members left over his support of equality for all and Black Lives Matter. The Miami Heat showed up at the Coral Springs gym with gifts for the location and its members.
CBS 4's Ted Scouten has the meaning behind the message of support from Coral Springs.
Good one. Chin all the way up.
When CrossFit CBS 4 News.
Now at 5:30, Miami-Dade police released the identities of two victims in a deadly drive-by shooting in Brownsville. 19-year-old Lucretia Braithwaite and 19-year-old Johnny Dixon Jr. were both shot and killed. This happened early yesterday morning in the area of Northwest 52nd Street and 29th Avenue. Miami-Dade police arrived on the scene to find a gray BMW riddled with bullets. The woman died on the scene. The man was taken to the hospital where he later died. Anyone who has information is urged to call Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers at 305-471-TIPS. And Miami-Dade police on the scene after a car slams into the side of a house. This was at the 2100 block of Northeast 123rd Street in Northeast Miami-Dade. In a bit of an unusual sight, police are seen counting money during their investigation. It's not clear at this point how that might be connected to the accident.
All right, time to check out what's trending now, and live music is making a comeback.
And one of the world's most famous arenas is ready to rock. New York's Madison Square Garden is back in business. First up, the Foo Fighters. The iconic band will play for vaccinated fans inside a packed house, 100% capacity. This is going to be the first concert there in more than 460 days. Tickets go on sale Friday. And another sign that there's light at the end of the COVID tunnel, the VMAs are returning. The MTV Video Music Awards will be back in person at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn this year. Like everything, the pandemic forced the cancellation of last year's show. Performing artists haven't been announced just yet. The VMAs are set to air on MTV Sunday, September 12th.
So nice to see life returning to normal.
I know. Music,
award
movies.
shows. What more could you want? You went to a movie theater?
Went to the movie theater, sat in the movie theater. It was great.
Wow, I don't remember those days.
I know.
There are always great videos and stories to see online. Check out more of what's trending on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and cbsmiami.com/webextra.
Well, the Statue of Liberty is getting a little sister. Details on the new gift from France next. Topping world news tonight, Emma Coronel, the wife of notorious Mexican drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, will enter a guilty plea to drug trafficking charges tomorrow. Last week, Coronel's attorney said she would seek to reach a plea deal with U.S. prosecutors, but added the pact would not include cooperation with authorities. Coronel was arrested in February at Washington Dulles International Airport. Since then, she's been out of Virginia prison on charges of involvement in international drug trafficking, according to the United States Department of Justice. Now at 5:45, the United States is getting a gift from France just in time for Independence Day. And as CBS 4's Ian Lee shows us, it may look pretty familiar.
She may resemble CBS News, London.
After the 4th, little Lady Liberty will be moved to the French Embassy in Washington, D.C., where she will stay for a decade. She is one of 11 replicas made from the original cast to be used as a model to create the Big Apple statue.
I heard they got a team from Atlanta. What's the name of that team? I forgot.
Oh, the Braves.
The Braves.
Of course. I have a double allegiance a little bit.
We got a fan over here. And Craig Setzer insists that it's not too hot out there, right?
Well, it's not too hot yet, right? By the weekend. You're more than welcome to complain. Everybody can complain by the weekend. We're expecting...
All new at 5:30. Before Hamilton, there was In the Heights, Lin-Manuel Miranda's tribute to his beloved hometown Manhattan neighborhood, Washington Heights.
Now his award-winning musical is a major motion picture directed by Crazy Rich Asians' John Chu. CBS 4's Lisa Petrillo recently spoke with some of the cast.
CBS 4 News.
Can't wait.
I am so excited to see that. When we talked about going to the movies a little bit earlier in the newscast, that's what I want to see.
You better believe it. That's CBS 4 News at 5:30.
Here's what's next on CBS 4 News at 6. It's the last day of school for Miami-Dade public school students, but that doesn't mean there isn't more work to be done. A look at the effort to help those affected by the pandemic.
Federal law enforcement swarms a local business. We're live with the latest on the investigation.
And how local artists impacted by the pandemic are now on the road to recovery. CBS 4 News at 6 starts right now.
This is CBS 4 News at 6.
Now at 6, schools out for summer in Miami-Dade County, but with breaks starting, the big concern is how to get students the help they need to be ready for the next school year. Good evening, everyone. I'm Elliot Rodriguez.
And I'm Carly Barnett in for Lauren Pastrana. The concern stems from how hard this year has been due to the pandemic.
Well, tonight the district says they want to do all they can to help students from falling behind. CBS 4's Austin Carter is live for us outside North Miami Beach Senior High School with more on the plans. Austin?
Hey, Elliot, and the superintendent discussed today
CBS 4 News.
Ted, thank you for that live report. We have new details now on a story that we brought you at 5. The arrest of a man they say attacked a woman at an Aventura hotel. This is video of 27-year-old Ali Kadora being arrested Monday evening at Aventura Mall. Police say he ran to the mall's parking garage following the attack at a nearby hotel. According to the arrest report, he ambushed an employee who was cleaning a room, and when she got away, he attacked another employee. He is facing multiple charges, including attempted sexual battery and kidnapping. The 2021 graduating class of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas gathered one last time at the BB&T Center last night. This graduation is more significant than most because this is the final class that will be forever linked to the 2018 Valentine's Day massacre. CBS 4's Lauren Pastrana has a look back at the emotional night.
CBS 4 News.
The family of a 10th student, Calvin Desir, was also presented with a shadow box and honorary diploma. Desir died by suicide a year after the massacre.
They are an exceptional class. Next on CBS 4 News, a neighborhood library in danger of closing. Now, these Alapata residents and students are hoping to convince city leaders to keep it open.
And how local artists are bouncing back after being heavily impacted during the pandemic. We have that and more right after the break. Turning now to campaign 2022, Florida Democratic Representative Val Demings made it official today. She's launched her run for the Senate.
I'm running for the United States Senate because of 2 simple words: never tired.
Demings is looking to unseat incumbent Senator Marco Rubio. She was first elected to Congress in 2016 and rose to prominence as one of the House impeachment managers during President Trump's first impeachment trial. Demings was also the first female police chief of the Orlando Police Department. She will face Miami Commissioner Ken Russell in the Democratic primary. Now to the pandemic and the road to recovery. Even in good times, artists often have to work in unrelated fields to support their real passion. The pandemic not only limited those types of opportunities, but art sales also took a nosedive the past 15 months. But as CBS 4's Hank Tester reports, there are signs the negative impact of the pandemic for our vibrant art community is waning. Greg, thank you. Jenny from the Block was working late into the night filming her latest music video on Miami Beach. During the 9+ hour shoot on Espanola Way, J-Lo took a moment to take a picture with Miami Beach police. The shoot ended around 5 this morning, and J-Lo, who sources say was very hungry, ended the night by ordering some fresh fish from Moshi Moshi.
Looking to see Ben Affleck. Didn't see him in that show. That would be another story. Coming up next in sports, could one of the world's best soccer players join Inter Miami?
And why did the NBA fine Heat president Pat Riley $25,000? Jim Barry has the details after the break.
That's our news for now. The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell is next.
And we are back in half an hour with CBS 4 News at 7. See you then.